Hello. Hi, guys. I am here. There we go. So, I am here. Let's see. One person. Thank you for joining me. This is Charities Baba USA. I'm putting my microphone there. Oops. Oopsie, it's falling. So, I am here. Today, we are going to talk about something else. Two people. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm trying to adjust my chair, guys. Oh my goodness, and my microphone and everything. Good afternoon. It's 12:06. I fight with my chair before like I'm comfortable. 3 people, 2 people, 1 like. That's how we roll. We roll with the likes. Thank you for joining me. We're going to give it a few minutes before we start. I see one person there has typed. Type your name there. Like I said, if you type your name there, I'm going to acknowledge who you are. I will acknowledge who you are. Poor people, thank you for joining me. This is Charities Baba USA, your number one channel. After DV, what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? That's what we're gonna talk about today. Guys, I need you to share this video, like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. 1 minute 49 seconds. Come on, people. We are going to talk about something different. I'm going to call some people here. I am going to call some people. Thank you. I see people there. I am going to acknowledge people here in a little bit. It's been it's so hot in here. Oh my gosh. It's so hot. I think I put in the heat very hot because it's cold outside, very cold. So I am kind of sweating here, but I'll be fine. So guys, I can see that people are still coming there. People are still coming. People are coming. I am going to acknowledge people here in a little bit. Thank you for joining. Yes, I look different, but I'm still the one. It is still me, guys. It's still me. It's still me, guys. 3 minutes, 5 seconds. Good afternoon. I don't know what time it is. Whatever you are, guys, you can type there 4 likes there, guys. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. This afternoon, today is the 10th of November, 2021. 10th of November, 2021. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm going to start acknowledging people in 4 minutes. I want to just have, there we go. There, I'm trying to adjust my my camera there. 3 minutes, 57 seconds, guys. I hope that you are doing fine. So I am going to acknowledge people here. Dennis Jockey, always alert. Thank you for joining me in this show. Bing Kwashiram, I am in. Thank you for joining me. Lisa Wairimo, hello, hello. Good afternoon. I hope that you are doing fine. Samuel Karaoke, hello. Thank you for joining. Faris Wamboy, kindly talk about the retirement saving. I'll talk about that. And you can ask me a question in this session. I'm going to talk about it, guys. I will talk about that. And anything else? Okay. Mendisha Jerry, greetings. I always try to pronounce people's name the way they're supposed to be pronounced. I hope I pronounced that one correctly. Queen Coletta, I'm here. Queen Coletta from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for joining me. Grace Lisa Warimo, Thank you. You look different but smart. Thank you for that. Monica Barimo, hi Charity. Dennis Jonki, 2109. 2109. Thank you for that. Grace Lisa Wairimo, just hairstyle, you are Superman with the show. I know you guys will start comparing. You know, I'm a hairdresser. I like to do different types of hair on my hair. Okay, Monica Wairimo, as we wait, we visitor. Our visitors are available from Nairobi. I'll answer that. Queen Coletta, 9:10 p.m. Nairobi, Kenya. Salubi, hi Charity. Amazing swag watching for Nairobi. So thank you guys for joining me this afternoon in this live show. Like I said, I will come and do a live show this morning. I'm trying to adjust my camera over there. There we go. So we are past the DV lottery. So we are not going to talk about that because it ended yesterday. So we said that we are going to be talking about different things. So I'm going to, first of all, answer those questions that are there. Sharon Wamaida, hello, Charity. Hello there. Welcome to the show. This is Charities Bubble USA, your #1 channel. Like I said, I come here to tell you about USA. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. If you are new here, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe. If you have not given thumb likes to my videos, kindly do that. And that's how we roll, guys. So my name is Charity Nganga. I live here in the US. I have been here for 7 years now. I always repeat that for a new person who is watching me. Julie Shege Konka at Grace Lisa loved at Grace Lisa loved the Bobby hair do. Oh, thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Anna Warimo, I'm waiting for more information. Yes, we are going to have more information here. We are not going to stop. We are going to go on and move on past the DV lottery. So guys, so like I was saying, just a little bit about myself. I came here after winning a DV lottery and I won it for the first time, application and getting it. And I didn't even actually know about that stuff. 12 people are watching me. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And after staying and living in the US, learning the stuff about US, finally we became US citizens. I came here with my family. So all of us are US citizens. And that's why I like to talk about it because I didn't know so much. I did not know so much, but I've learned a lot of stuff. My life has really changed. It has really drastically changed from the way I was in Kenya up to right now. And there's a very big difference between how I was at that time and who I am right now. So guys, Lisa, hello Charity, keep on with the beautiful heart. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you for that. So and that's why I like to talk about here. I like to talk about when you immigrate here, what do you expect? So today I am going to talk about culture shock. What is culture shock? Like, what are you going to find here different that was not out there when you were in Africa? Because there are so many things that go on. You find that some people come here, some are not able to withstand the change of life. Some of them end up going back home because they cannot they cannot cope. They cannot cope. So they end up going home, and which is unfortunate because when you become a permanent resident to come and live in this country, you not only have a chance to change your life, you have a chance to change your children's life and your grandchildren and the whole generation that will come after you. So that's why I talk about that's why I come here and I talk about US. So there's one person who is asking me there, kindly talk about retirement saving. Now, when you come here as a permanent resident, you will be hired. But before you are hired, I say that you have to go and get papers. You have to go and get your social security number, and you have to go and get your ID. Of course, they will send you a permanent resident card later. They will send you a permanent resident card later. Julie Shege, did your kids acquire citizenship by you getting the same? Jadida Modoni, hi Charity. I love how you explain things. God bless you. Oh, thank you for that, Jadida Modoni, and thank you, Julie Shege, for joining us now. So when you get those papers, those are called papers. If someone does not have those ones, they have difficulties surviving here in the US because everywhere that you go to be hired, they must ask for your social security number. Of course, they will ask you for your ID. It can be like a plain ID or a driver's license. And they will ask for your permanent resident card. But if you do not have it and you are waiting on it, it's okay. They will still hire you. So you find that before you're hired here in the US, they have a database called E-Verify, whereby they verify if people are allowed or they are authorized to work in the US. And you find that when you're being hired, the paperwork that you will fill out, because you'll fill out so many paperwork for new hire when you're being hired, they always ask you a question of what is your status in this country. So they will ask you, are you a citizen? Are you a permanent resident? Are you a refugee? Or what status are you? Because here, people have different statuses. People have different statuses, and we still have those people who do not have the right documentation to work. They are still there. So you find that your social security number, when you're hired, they enter that one. So every day, every 2 weeks or every 1 week when you are paid, because here you are paid hourly, you are paid every hour, you find that in your pay stub, that paper, that the paperwork that will show how much you're paid every hour and the money that you got, if you have worked overtime, is going to tell you all that stuff. And then it's going to tell you the taxes, the deductions that you get, because every paycheck you have to be deducted money, you have to pay taxes. And then you find that there on that pay stub, it's written Social Security. So you find that Social Security is the money that is deducted on your pay stub every time that you are paid, and it is saved by the government. It is saved somewhere. It is saved. And then when you retire, when you are old, you find that you will be receiving a paycheck. You'll be receiving a paycheck every month or every 2 weeks or whatever, however they pay it. And you find that that money can help you when you are in your old age. It's called the Social Security. So you find that the government here has made sure that when you grow old, if you are in the workforce, it's called the workforce, you are not going to suffer. So we have that Social Security money. Another thing that you can do, you find that when you are in the workforce, you can do something else called a 401k, whereby you apply and then you be saving an amount of money there. That money you do not withdraw it, you leave it there until the time that you will retire. And you find that when you have those things, it's unusual for you to go and withdraw that money, because like I told you guys, that here there is no shortage of work. There is work everywhere. So that is how you find that people are, when they retire, they have that Social Security money. And if you had what do you call it? If you had 401k, you will get money from there, and you're paid every month. Of course, maybe if you live up to 100 years and maybe your money is gone, you find that there the government comes in and they help you. They help you out, because they are not going to leave you just like that. And you find that the retired people, they have a special insurance for them, whereby they have it's from the government, so they are helped. They get help, so there's a lot of help. So that is how, like, you save. That's how you save. Like there's that setup that has been set there that you can save, and there's that one that you can save, and there are others. Another thing that people do, and I find it very wise, is to get insurance. To get life insurance is very important for you to get life insurance, because you find that in the moment you pass away, you find that most people who have immigrated to come and live in the US, they do not want to, when they die, they do not want to be buried here in the US. They want to go back home and rest with their people, and that's something that it's important to us to go back home. So if you had applied for life insurance, what will happen is that after you pass away, that money is paid to the beneficiary. Of course, you write off a beneficiary. It can be your husband, it can be your kids, whatever. So you find that that money is the one that is used to cater for your funeral expenses, to transport you back home, and all that stuff. So there, you are not going to bring a burden to the people around you. You are not going to bring a burden, even the people at home. So at least you can do that. It's very good. And people are always advised to get life insurance, because it will help you when you are not there. Because you find that when people pass away, especially if they do not have life insurance, sometimes it becomes a task. Because we have to rely on well-wishers to contribute money, and it's not easy money, guys. It goes up to, maybe the budget can be like $20,000. So you find that for people to raise that amount of money, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. So if you had planned your life before and you had life insurance and whatever, you find that it becomes easier even for the people who are in charge of taking you back home. So those are the different ways, and of course there are other different ways that you can use, like to have all that savings. But that social security is there, and that's a guarantee. Everybody who is on the workforce, they have to pay taxes. And also they have to pay that social security money. So let me see. So I think I have talked about that. Faris Wamboy, where was I? Oh my gosh. Eunice Moihaki, thank you for joining. Hello, Charity. Kuna kitu? Sielewangi. Green card fee. Are we supposed to pay all of us in the family of 5? Now they will tell you the amount that they will pay. I remember when we were paying for our hours, that paper that we were given, because they give you a green paper after you get your visa from the green card, they just write the amount. They don't specify that it's this amount for this person and this person. No, they just give you the whole money, the whole amount of money for you to pay, and then you just go and pay. So they don't specify. Ours wasn't specified at that time. All right, so let's see. Monica Werimo, I have a host. I am ready and able to pay for my transport, but what I want to know is the way forward, or even getting a job, as I am ready to move out as yesterday from Nairobi. Now, when you come here and you are ready to come, you have a host and everything. When you come here, the first thing that I want you to do is to tell your host to take you to go and get your ID and to go and get to the Social Security office to get those two things. That's very vital. Your green card will be sent later. It doesn't come out later, but your ID and your Social Security, you will need those ones. And then you will ask your host to tell you where you can go and look for a job, or you can apply. There are so many stores. Stores are supermarkets. A supermarket, they are called stores. You can look for a job there, or if you like to work in healthcare, and you can go and ask for jobs whereby you do not need training. They will train you in their, they will hire you and train you inside the company, and they are still paying you. After you're done hiring, then you will continue working for them. There are those ones that you can, because if you want to get your job, you don't want to go to school, especially if you have a family, you can do that. Another way that you can find a job, when you come here in the US, you will just type jobs in the computer. I believe here in the US, every home has a computer or a laptop. Those ones are there, they're just there. Or maybe your phone, just type jobs. You find that there are so many whatever websites that will appear that get people jobs. So you find that you can apply from there. So do not worry about a job. If you have the right documentation, I'm talking to Monica Werimo here. If you have the right documentation, you don't worry. Don't worry. But the first thing I want you to do, I do not want you to go and stay with your host for like a month that you are resting. No, it's not a matter of resting. It's a matter of coming and starting to get your paperwork so that you can get hired. It can take like 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you work. Maybe the later after 2 weeks, I believe that you should be working. So so the faster you get into things, the better it's gonna be for you. And if you go online, there are so many jobs. Different kinds of jobs, guys. I don't know what I can tell you, because even like I tell you guys, when I drive around, even every block you see a big poster. They need help. They're hiring. Everywhere they're hiring. There are so many jobs here in the US, for people to do. So I wish you well and welcome to America when you come here. Eunice Mwehaki watching. Oh my gosh, that let me laugh at myself. Okay, watching from Nanavati Hospital, India. Thank you for joining us. Mohammed Abdinur, hi Charity. Hello, thank you for joining us. Please, can I tall? I don't know. Did you say tall or talk? Ask me a question there, and I'm going to answer. Judy Rami, I don't know where you have been. I haven't seen you in a while. Hello, Charity Country. I hear there's something called au pair in US. Kindly do a video about that. Yes, I can do that. Simple ways. Now, if you come at this is a good question. Simple ways, will the government pay for university fees if you come with a green card? Now, when you come here with a green card, you can apply to go to school. Now, when you apply to go to school, most people, even like me, I didn't have like that cash to go and pay cash to go to school because it's a lot of money and we were starting life. And to start life from zero, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of hard work, especially when you have kids. But you find that if you want to go to school, you can, because I did. So when you go, you normally have to apply for a student loan. But basically, it's called FAFSA. It's called financial aid. It's called financial aid, whereby it's an aid, it's help for school. But you find that aid will come into three parts. There's going to be your grant. A grant is money that you're given for free of charge. This I am talking about green card holders. I am not talking about students. I need you to get me correct. This one is for green card holders and US citizens. So you apply for FAFSA. It's called FAFSA. And then when you apply for that, you find that you have to submit your taxes and all that stuff. But you find that most of the time you will, the first year, because you haven't filed your taxes, you find that it's gonna be because for me, I waited until 1 year was over and then I went to school the next year because 1 year was settling in. Because you're not gonna come and just go to school direct unless you are by yourself. Sometimes it's good to work because they give you your financial aid depending on the taxes that you submit, because you have to submit your tax returns. That is very important, because when you are doing the application, they will ask you for your tax returns. So when you submit your tax returns, what the tax returns do, and I told you, you have to file your taxes every year. As a permanent resident, you are required to do that. It's a must for you to do that. So when you put that in that website, normally what happens is that they look at your household and they look at what you made that whole year. And then they will give you the grant or the financial aid depending on on your tax form. So you find that FAFSA or financial aid comes into three. The first one is going to be your financial your grant. The grant you don't take back; it's free. You can use it to pay your fees, and that one you do not pay back. And then we have two loans. One is subsidized, and the other one is unsubsidized. You find that one you can take; it doesn't have interest, and the other one has interest. So you decide. So for me, I just use it. I use the grant, and because it's free money, and it's enough. It can be enough for a semester to pay, especially when you're doing the preregs, and especially even when you're doing your major. You find that even if you take a loan, it's gonna be just a little bit of it because you already have a grant, and the grant is a lot of money that you can use wisely for that and they divide it into 2 semesters, because we have 2 semesters, whereby the first one starts in the first one is August. It goes all the way to December, and it is divided into 2 quarters. And then we go from January to May, and that one is still divided into 2 quarters. So they divide that money amongst that school year, and then that's how you pay your fee. So you won't have a problem when you're a permanent resident to apply for financial aid. You will get that. That one is there. Okay, now, Dennis Njoki, in regards to driving, after how long is one issued a license? Now, when you come, if you do, like me, I didn't know how to drive, so I had to go to driving school. I didn't know anything. I hadn't even gone. That's why I told you guys, my life changed, because back there, I never thought that I would sit down and drive a car. So I went to driving school. After I went to driving school, for like, I can't even remember how many weeks I went, but it wasn't so much weeks. I think it was 4 weeks. So after I went, they gave me that paper that I was done. So I went to the place for the driver's license. When I went there, you have to do a written test. The written test, they give you questions. Of course, you before you go to do the written test, you go online. 20 people are watching us. Thank you for joining us. You go online. When you go online, you just look at those questions, the questions that you will find. There are many questions. You read them, you review them, and then when you go there, you do your written test. It's 25 questions, and you're supposed only to miss one. Yeah. It's been a long time ago. It's been a while, but there's a written test, guys. Then after you do the written test, then you will do the driving test. The driving test is that that person from the driver's license place, you'll get with him in your car, and your car has to be in good, like it can't have a defect. Because I remember when because my husband went for his drivers the first one, but he knew how to drive, so he just needed to go and pass the test. I remember one of the headlights was broken, those ones for the signal. They told him, you have to go and fix your headlight first, and then you come and do the test. So you have to make sure that all the headlights are working and everything is working. So you will go with that officer to the road. So you will go, he will tell you how to drive. He'll tell you can turn left, turn right, turn wherever. And it's good even to talk to you have a conversation with that person and tell them, maybe on your country you drive on the right or on the left. But before all that, your host, and that's why I'm saying the host is very important. Drive around with your host so that they can tell you how to turn left and how to turn right, because we have lanes, and some of them are very big lanes whereby it has like 4 roads. And when you're turning, you find that if you are on the inside, I don't know how I can explain. If you're on this side, if you're on the inside, you go to the inside side. You cannot go from one lane. Like the people who go for relay. I think that's a good example. The people who go for relay, they stick to their lane. Everybody sticks to their lane. It's the same case. So you find that when you're driving around with your host, it's good for him to tell you this is turning right and this is turning left. And why I'm saying that is because when you come here, you'll be kind of confused, because when we drive on what side do we drive on? I think we drive on the right side. So when you're driving, you won't know which one is left and right. I always have that problem, but with time you find that you will know. So those are the things that you're whatever the person, the officer will be checking, and then he will give you a driver's license. So you have to be very keen. I was very nervous when I was going for that one for driving, because I was just a new driver, but I made it. I drove and I was able to drive and pass the test. So it depends. Again, the driving, it depends on how much are you doing it. How much are you doing it? How much are you practicing? How much are you walking around? It's good even to walk around the neighborhood. Nobody is going to ask you. So it takes as fast. I remember the first month, my husband already had a driver's license. Mine, it took forever because I had to go to school. So as fast as you can. But he was already a driver. He was already a driver. But for me, it doesn't matter whether you're a driver or whether you're not a driver. You will still make it. You will still make it to come and drive. And when you're done, you'll be like, oh my gosh, was that what I was struggling about? Yeah. And then another thing, when you're a driver, that I need to tell you is that like for example, I'm going to give an example of Nairobi, whereby you find that people stop for cars to pass. Now here is the opposite. Cars stop for people to pass. If you're driving and you see a person, you are the one who stops. The person does not stop. The person just walks. So you have to be very keen on that. Because I know in Nairobi that we stop for the cars to pass. Now, here, if you find someone, especially if you find someone who is riding a bike, there's a bike trail where they're supposed to go, but you find that there's some who drive on the road. You're supposed to move very away from that person. If you find a person who is walking on a residential road, of course, people cannot walk in the highway. The highway, it doesn't have lights, and cars go very fast. They go very fast. They go at 60 miles per hour, 70, 65. There, no cars go, no bikes go. But you find that on residential areas, if you find a person walking, you have to stop for the person. The person is not going to stop for you. If you're going to the store, you find that the supermarket, there's so many cars that are parked, and you're coming to pass by the door, you find that there's even a stop sign, because you're supposed to look at the people who are passing, you stop for them, they pass fast, and then you go. So that's how it is. And on the road, you find that if you're walking, pedestrians, they're not just supposed to just cross the road just like that. There are places that are designated whereby they go and press a button, and then the car stop, and then they walk. So that's something that I had to learn. Like, you unlearn, because you're used to stopping for the car to pass. Now the car is stopping for you to pass. So as a driver, you have to be very, very keen on that when you are driving. Okay. So let's see. So I talked about the fees. And I talked about driving for Dennis Njoki. Shai Reality TV, how can you convert Kenya shillings to dollars? It's very easy. You don't convert. Actually, if I want to send someone to some money at home, I use this website. It's called SendWave, whereby they convert it. But it depends on how much the shilling is trading. I know the shilling is trading to close to above 106 Kenya shilling with the dollar. So you won't even worry about that. because if you are sending money home, you'll just you have your money in the bank. You have that app called Sendwave. So you'll just say maybe you are sending them $50, $100. It just converts it automatically and it sends home. So so it depends. If you Google right now and see how much is the shilling trading with the dollar, because it changes every minute, it changes every time because the stock market changes. The stock market changes all the time. And right now the shilling, it's the last time I was checking, it was like 106. I was like, oh my goodness. So it depends. It depends. Today it will be today. The stock market keeps on changing. If you watch the stock market, you'll see like the currency is changing all the time. So so that one you can see right now how much is the shilling trading with the dollar. Okay, now Kara Zambo, hello Charity, thank you for joining me. Shara Wamai, the Charity, thank you for always giving info without withholding nothing. God bless you abundantly. So why should I hide anything? I tell you how it is. 25 people. Thank you. Give my video a thumbs up, guys. And if you have subscribed to you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, share my video, and tell your friends to subscribe to my channel, guys. So Becky Goluba Ondinga, my worry is our photos were perfect, except my daughter, her head was bigger than requirement. This is worrying me. Now, Becky, stop worrying about the DV. It is gone. It is done. Just pray. It is gone and it's gone. Just pray and wait until me. Do not stress about it. I told you guys from yesterday, and that's why you see I am not talking about DV. I am not talking about it, and I don't want to talk about it. So if I want you guys to be at peace, hold your peace. Wait until me. Do not think about what you did. It's like when you do when we did KCP and KCSE. I remember we would worry we would go outside and we would start discussing what did you answer, so and then the teachers would tell us stop worrying about it. It's already done, and whatever you did. Don't talk about it. It's done. So that's what I'm here to tell you. Forget about it. It doesn't matter what you did. You already submitted your entry and it's gone, and the DV lottery application is done. So don't worry about it, Becky. Just leave it be. If you are meant to win, you will win. If you're not meant to win, we will move on and we will look at other pathways that we can use to come to the US, and we will wait until next year because there will be another DV. And I know even if you made a mistake right now, and we've been working. I just started my YouTube channel the other day. The next time you'll do better. You'll do better. So do not stress about it. I do not want you guys to stress about that. Okay. So I hope like you are there. I hope you guys have reached there whereby you're not worried about it. And that is why I am talking about other things. When I come live, I'm talking about other things. I do not want to take you back there because we are past there. And now we look forward to the other DV that's going to come in. Anthony Kagede. Hi, Charity. Thank you for joining me. Pauline Karaoke. Hi, Charity. Our hospital's free. Now, hospitals, if you go to the ER right now and you don't have insurance or anything, they will treat you. You will be treated because there's a law that is there. Like anybody who shows up in the ER, they have to be treated. They must be treated. Now, if you do not have, let's assume you don't have insurance and you don't have a way of getting insurance, you find that after you have been treated, they will send you a bill. They're never in a hurry to send you a bill. They send it after 2 months. It's when you see your bill in your mail. So you find that if you're really, really not able to pay the money, still you'll have to submit your income, the money that you are earning. And after you submit all the income and you submit your household, you find that you are going to, they will help you. You get help. They help you to pay your bill. But of course, they have sent you the bill. You have it there, whatever dollars it is. It's expensive here. Maybe going to the ER, they will send you maybe like a bill of $2,000, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, what did I do to But if you really need help, they will give you help, but they help genuinely. So you have to have proof that you're not able to help. Now, the best thing is that when you get a job, look for insurance. Like I said, I don't know if I talked about insurance. I said when in your job, they will tell you different options of insurance that you can apply. You can apply for that. 26 people, thank you for joining me in this session. So you can apply for that. Now, if let's assume you do not want that one for the job. There's another one. When Obama was the president, it was called Obamacare. It's it's the federal insurance whereby you apply. It renews every year. You normally apply in a website called Marketplace, and then when you apply, that one it goes with your income. You send your income. You send your whatever. You send your household because you write out all the family members there in that website. You give their socials, everything, your address. You write everything about you, and then you have to submit your taxes, and then they will give you the insurance according to how they look. They see this person is able to pay this amount of money, so this is the insurance that we are going to give them. So it's good for me. I know in this country it's good to have insurance. It's very good because with insurance you'll go and you'll get a primary doctor. It's very important for you to have a primary care doctor, your own doctor. This doctor knows you and knows what's going on with you. It's very important because for you to go and see a private doctor, the first thing that you have to present is your ID and your insurance. Those one you have to give. So the only place that you will go without insurance is the emergency room. And you find that in the emergency room, oh my gosh, it's expensive. I don't like going to the ER. I go to the ER when it's the emergency. So you can still survive without it. And even we have some other hospitals that have charged very little money. They are for low-income people. They are there. And we also have other hospitals, especially I know the Catholic has a hospital, and that one is free of charge. But of course, even if it's free of charge, you have to go with proof that you are not able to have insurance, because that one completely treats people who do not have insurance. If you have zero insurance, you don't have anything, you will go there, you will get the best treatment. It doesn't matter, they do not discriminate, but still you have to prove that you are not able to pay for your income. So like I said, there are so many options, like very, very many options, even for those people who do not have anything. They have options. They get help. Everybody gets help. And that's why I love this country, because when I look at where I came from in Kenya, I find that when someone is poor, they will always remain poor and they don't have anybody to help them. I'm looking at those people who are just bold enough. They're going to visit those poor people and they're helping them. Some of them are even building them houses. Some of them are helping them to go to the hospital. You find that here it's different. When you are poor, you don't have anything. You will go to those hospitals that don't have insurance and you will still be treated. But you have to give proof. Proof is your income and your family, so that they know that this person is really needy and they really need help. And sometimes when you live here in the US, you find that those free things, sometimes you'll be like, I'm not gonna go. Like me, sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna go and get something for free if I know that I can afford. I do not want to take from someone who really needs it. You see what I mean? So if you will just gauge, you're like, do I really need it? If I'm able to pay for my insurance, I will pay for my insurance. I am not going to depend on that, but it depends on an individual. For me, that's how I see it. So it's good. If you really do not have it, then you can go for help. But if you have a job, go work and get your money. And I feel the pride there when you're using your money to get your own things. That's very good. So we have that one. All right. Okay, how long does it take it when you do an interview for the employer to hire you? Now, if you're applying for a job, 29 people, thank you for joining us. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Now, if you apply for a job, it takes let's assume you would apply for just one job. You can even apply for 5 jobs. It doesn't matter. Maybe it takes a week or 2 or whatever for you. So what you do for them to make it faster, after you have applied, take the phone number that is there and call them, or walk in and ask for the HR office and ask them. You get hired fast, but it doesn't take long. Especially like now, right now, it's not taking long. Maybe 2 days, 3 days, you have a job. They call you for a job interview, and then they tell you when to start. Actually, you are the one who tells them when to start, because they ask you, when do you want to start? Then you tell them, this is the time that I want to start. Because if you're working another job, it is very important for you to give notice, 2 weeks notice, 14 days. Before you leave that job to go to another one. It's always good to give your former employer notice, and then you don't just quit a job and go. You never know if you'll go back. So I'm just trying to teach you what you're supposed to do here, because some people just quit and then after 1 year they want to come back, and then they when they want to come back, then they're like, you didn't even give notice when you were leaving. So it's good when you're leaving a job. to give notice, write a letter, a nice letter, tell them thank you for giving me opportunity to work for you. I've learned a lot, and then you give them 2 weeks notice before you quit. So that's how it is. Let's see. Now, after being a permanent resident, are you allowed to visit your country of origin ASAP, or you need some time there? No, you don't need some time here. You can come and go, but you cannot stay over 6 months, over 1 year. If you know that you're going to overstay for over 1 year, you have to go and get for a letter in the USCIS office to tell them that you will overstay, for them to allow you to gain entry back. So it's not a matter of like whatever. No, you have to tell them. So as a permanent resident, go to my video. You will watch a video that I talked about a US citizen and a permanent resident. You will see, because there are requirements that you are required to do. Okay, now let me see. Hi Charity, can't miss. I'm here to stay like you. You're a long-time investor. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video about investment. Actually, I was doing that video yesterday, but it didn't come out nicely. So I was like, oh, whatever. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna repeat another one. So I'll do a video about investing with a very important person, and I'm gonna show you what he does. Okay. So how long did you train to become a nurse? Like I told you guys, for me it took 4 years, but it doesn't take 4 years. It takes 2 years to become an LPN. But for me, I was going, leaving, because it was I have children. I was going, stopping, whatever. But it takes a very short time. 2 years. You do a prereqs with 1 year, and then the next year you do the other stuff. Okay, Hi Charity, I was happy to watch the video where you are in the store. Now I won't worry. Don't carry so many clothes. Do not carry many clothes when you're coming. So Beatrice Gatere, please talk about jobs like kupika, chapo, etc. Oh my gosh. Now if you come here as a permanent resident, guys, do not come here thinking that you're going to pick a chapo. The pickering chapo is done by people who do not have papers. I'm saying it plain and simple, because they cannot be hired somewhere else. And let me tell you one thing, that's bad, but I'm going to talk about it because you find that the Kenyans that you expect to find here, or the Africans that you expect to find here that are really helpful, most of them are not helpful, especially when you come here with a permanent resident card. The first thing they will ask you, how did you come here? And then you're like, how does it even matter how someone came there? They're not very helpful. They're not. Like, don't come here. And that's why I'm telling you, you come to your house, stay a little bit and go, and learn how to do your stuff independently. Be American. Americans do their stuff independently. Because you will come here expecting, like, it's the way, like we call Harambe, they're at home and people show up. People don't show up. They don't. They're not very, the way I expected our Africans to be when I came to the US is not what I found. I found the completely opposite. And I got disappointed, but then I was like, whatever, I'm going to live my own life. And I live my life like the way I want. And, that's how I've been able, like, to just live in my own bubble. That's why I called this whatever charities bubble, because it's my own bubble, That's how I do. So guys, I'm not teaching you like the bad things, but you find that when you come here as a permanent resident, what you expect to find your fellow Africans to be, that's not how they are. They are not like that. There are very few who are very nice, but there are very few who will even want to take what you have. They want to take your husband, and you won't know. You will not know, because that happens a lot. So guys, there's some things are bad, like you just don't like thinking about them or looking at them. But for me, I just say whatever I want, because this is a free country. You can say whatever you want. But some Africans, it's sad. It's very sad. Like that love that we came with from home, you come here, you don't even find it. You're like, what? So guys, when you're coming here, just know America, it's individualized. Come focused on just building your own life. So that's important for you guys to do. Okay. Jobs. So Beatrice Katera, if you come here as a permanent resident card, I would advise you, look for a job. Don't rely on pickering chapo. You can pick out those chapos and people don't even buy. You can. Like me, I'm a hairdresser, right? When I came in, I used to do people's hair. But when I became a nurse, my husband was like, you know what, Charity? People are not going to be coming for you to do their hair since you have become a nurse. And it's true. Because you find that there's some people who they don't like success. They just want you to be with them down there. So don't rely on that. Don't rely on that. And I have no fear saying that, because it's the truth. That's the truth. You find that you will find it here that our own fellow Africans, we don't support each other, which is wrong. It's very wrong. Okay, now, so how can one become a Citizen Share Reality TV. You become a citizen after you stay for 5 years. You apply for citizenship. British American, don't eat chapos. Actually, you'll start to hear words like hot dog. Yeah. No, we eat chapos. We do, but cook for your own and don't rely on. When you're coming here, don't rely that Africans are going to lift you up. Do not. Just rely that you're going to help yourself. Esther Nyambura, lovely. Anna Werimo, I always wonder how to come the poor people. It's known to be the land of opportunity. What really happens? You make that choice to become poor here in the US. Eunice Mwehaki, like hapo mom, kwa free mode, ni poa, ni kama unasema, kuna maziwa na beans for free up to 5 years. Yeah, for the babies, it's called WAKE. You can go and get the milk for free. That one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're a citizen or whether you don't have papers or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can go to WAKE and get help. They're babies. That's for a baby. Babies here, they're treated differently. Very, very differently, guys. They're very different, so they get help. And even kids, they get insurance, free state insurance. Free state insurance, they get that because they're babies, and they get all the help that they want. And as a parent, you have to be accountable. You have to take care of your children the way they're supposed to be, because if you don't, they will be taken away from you. So you have to be very, very keen on that. Okay. Have you ever worked anywhere else apart from hospital as a nurse? No, I haven't worked anywhere else. I haven't worked anywhere else. I haven't worked anywhere else. I didn't work anywhere else. I've always worked as a nurse. John Rurango, hi Charity, my friend watching from Kigali, Rwanda. Thank you there, John. Share Reality TV, thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching this live. I want to end this live at 46 minutes because I have an appointment that I have to go in the next 30 minutes and I don't want to be late and I have to drive for like 15 minutes. So thank you for being with me. I am going to do another live show on Saturday. I'll be here on Saturday just to talk to you. But in the meantime, I just watch my videos. Give them a thumbs up. Don't be discouraged and say that we're not going to watch our videos anymore because the DV lottery is done. No, I'll come here and share information with you guys, and it's been nice. It's been cool. Just talking to you guys and telling you more about the US. So keep it here. Share my video, subscribe, and like. So until next time, guys, I wish you all the best in whatever that you're doing. May you be blessed. Thank you for being with me. I'll see you live on Saturday.